Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Convocation Center, home of your California Vulcans women's basketball. Tonight, your Vulcans will be squaring up against the Battlers from Alderson-Broaddus. I'm Addy Man, joined alongside Johnny. Johnny, how you feeling tonight?
Oh, not too bad. Had a good Thanksgiving break. A little too short for my liking. But glad to be back on campus as we get ready for some basketball. And a little bit of non-conference matchup up as the Battlers come in and looking to get another win here on a bit of a 3-game losing streak. And the Vulcans picking up where they left off last week in the win column as they knocked off Central State 78-60, the final score in that one. And as I mentioned earlier, the Battlers looking to get back in the win column as they lost their last game in conference play to Wheeling University 91-66.
Yes, with some close matchups so far. You know this has been a modified lineup, had high expectations for this Vulcans women's basketball team, and they have still delivered. A shame that we have not seen Deja Twell in the past couple games. Fortunately, out, not going to be dressing here tonight as well. But we have such talent and depth on this roster. Credit to Coach Strom and the entire team of just rallying and not letting one small setback knock them down early.
Yeah, speaking of that lineup, let's take a look at the starters here for the Vulcans. As we always, Sierra Lloyd, Holly Harrington, Jordan Smith, Alicia Harris, and the star or the transfer from IUP, Raja Fink, to round out the starters for the Vulcans. On the other side of the court, for the Battlers, we have Amari Mitchell, Williams Taylor, Cassandra Smith, and Alexis Moore to round out the Battlers lineup. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play as the Vulcans have a bit of a deeper bench than the Battlers do. Is stamina going to be a factor here tonight?
It might be. I mean, we've looked at these lineups going into this, and just numbers-wise, California's team definitely has some more depth on that roster, as Johnny mentioned. Now, Smith is going to take that opening tip-off for the Vulcans, and it will be won by the Battlers. Now they're going to take it up cross-court here. Trying to get some momentum early would be crucial for the Battlers here, taking their sweet old time here, going into the paint. Wide open man from the corner. Can they post up and get that one? And they can for two.
Yeah, Sierra Lloyd trying to post up, but not playing the smart art game of not giving up the foul.
Now Sierra Lloyd right back at it, now driving this one herself to the paint. Can she put it up to rebound? And she will not, and it will be rebounded by the Battlers. You're now going to take it cross-court and slow the momentum down a little bit. Finds the open man on the outside. Lloyd there tries to get some, and can't get a hold of that, and they drain the number 3 on that one.
And this is the problem the Vulcans ran into last game against the Central State when they took on the Buccaneers. Fell behind early, and they're going to have to battle back now.
Oh, that was a sweet thread-the-needle pass from Lloyd to Harrington. Can't get that one off, but it looks like going to be a foul called there. And it will be a foul on number 24, Cassandra Smith, from the Battlers, and that's going to send Harrington to the line for 2 shots.
And Harrington, and it's been a deadly free throw shooter this season for the Vulcan. And so should be smooth sailing for her, started off.
There we go. First one's good. Didn't commentate curse that one, Johnny. I was a little nervous there for a second. Now Harrington with her second shot. And she puts another one on the board for the Vulcans. Now 2-5. And early in this opening quarter here. And now the Battlers are going to take it cross court here. Going to try and slow that momentum down and play some Battlers basketball. Double team effort by the Vulcans. And they're going to call it a jump ball over there. And it's going to go back the other way.
And that's the kind of defense that the Vulcans like to run. We've seen it over and over again, and where they play that trap defense to force you to make a turnover, or the jump ball is going to be called.
Credit on Harrison Smith on that one, forcing the jump ball. And speaking of Smith, she's going in the paint, and she gets that one. Oh, it does not go. No good basket there. It's rebounded by the Battlers. My eyes deceived me there. Now Battlers are going to try and play. Too good for their own footwork. Now going back the other way. Pounding is Sierra Lloyd. Sierra Lloyd over the head to Harrington. Back to the outside. 4-3 for Smith. No good off the rim, and that's going to be recovered by the Battlers. Now going quick that other way. They're going to slow it down a little bit. Good bounce pass in the paint there. Harrington on the defensive end for the Vulcans. And they get that one to drop.
Vulcans are going to have to play a little more aggressively here to get things started off.
They're trying to beat the Vulcans at their own game now. Vulcans have always been known for their defensive effort there. You can see Coach Franklin from that sideline from the Battlers as Sierra Lloyd puts down 3, and their defensive effort was no good there for Sierra Lloyd.
Lloyd, probably one of the most deadliest weapons the Vulcans have on that starting lineup.
Now Battlers have it once again. They're trying to go physical, and they can't get that one out after creating some space from Harrington. Now it's going to go bounding back the other way. That is going to be Harris right now as it. She's going to try and drive and bring it in herself. Loses control a little bit. Able to get it back and then just kicks it out to Sierra Lloyd. They're going to try and recover from this one. Change the play up a little bit to Fink in the corner. She decides not to take the shot. Goes into the paint instead, and she'll get that one to drop.
And that's in the kind of play that Fink has brought to this Vulcan lineup. Similar to Sierra Lloyd's, can score anywhere on the court.
They're both just such physical players on this Vulcan team right now. You know the Vulcans have always been known for being really gritty and tough. Now Sierra Lloyd's going to take it back the other way after that no good shot from the Battlers, and she's going to slow it down and take control of this offensive effort, directing traffic a little bit to Fink, and now it's over into the corner to Harris, to Fink now at the top of the key. Drops it inside there. Tries to go for two. Can't get that one to drop. Rebounded by the Battlers. Now Battlers going to go back the other way. Battlers have it now at the top of the key. They're trying to find some space from that heavy defensive end from the Vulcans. No good pass there. Intercepted by Sierra Lloyd. Sierra Lloyd now taking it up herself from the charity stripe. Can't get that one to go. And it's rebounded by the Vulcans. And they get that one from the rebound. Raja Fink with that one.
Good play for the Vulcans there. Heads up basketball all by Raja Fink once again.
Now it's back on that Vulcan side, and then you're going to get a foul called after that one. Appears to be on the Vulcans, as it will stay in the hands of the Battlers. 9-7, Vulcans have the slim margin of victory here. Emil Mitchell is taking that inbounds for the Battlers. Kicks it out to Williams. Back out to the outside now, playing some heavy pressure defense are the Vulcans. Driving into the paint, trips up Harrington. Can they get it to go? And they can.
Second there, I thought it was going to bounce around the rim and bounce back out. Oh, but the Battlers with the lucky touch so far to start the game.
Now Fink has it at the top of the key, looking for the open man into the paint there. That's Smith. Smith steps out, and it's going to go back the other way.
Now, for a moment there, I thought they were going to call foul for the contact down below, but I think her foot touched before it or that.
Yeah, it looked like when she kind of came down with it, she never really got her feet underneath her and inbounds here. Now we're going to go with some heavy defense right at the logo. And that one's going to go through the hands of the Vulcans and able to stay on the Battlers' possession. Battlers now have it, really struggling against this defensive end on this current play. I can't say in the entire game because they have been playing really well so far. Kicks it out to the outside, trying to get tripped up. Sierra Lloyd gets a hand on it, and they're going to call it Vulcan ball.
And that's what I've talked about, all this trap defense where you see Lloyd, you see Fink, you see pretty much the entire roster or being up in personal, trying to steal the basketball.
Harris now has it. She goes for two from the mid-range and gets that one to go.
That'll be the first lead for the Vulcans there now. And Harris, as we see why she's been in the threat offensively.
Such a young, new team from this Vulcan side. A lot of transfers as Mitchell finds the open man, and no good there. Mitchell once again puts it up. Can't get that one to go, and Vulcans are going to recover that one. Now Fink has it, passes it up to Lloyd. Lloyd's going to take control of the situation as she always does. Takes it in herself, in the paint. Can't get that one to go. They're battling for it. The putback, no good there. A whole mess underneath the basket, and no good. It's going to go out, and it's going to be Battlers basketball.
Yeah, definitely been in a wild one. And while we got a second here, Errol, let's take a look at the tail of the tape now. And a few of the highlights thus far. So starting off with that early basket at the one that got it all started here for Alderson-Broaddus is that up and in shot, and then the wing three here. As we see Mitchell with that shot, she gets that one to go. And as we thought, Alderson-Broaddus was going to run away with it, as Cassandra Smith puts that one up and in. But here comes the Vulcans right back. As Sierra Lloyd, ice in her veins, just lets the three ball up and in. And then Raja Fink is going to take it herself. She drives the lane up and in, and will score that one. And then we just saw this one a few moments ago. Where Raja got the rebound and put it it back up for 2 to tie the game. And then here comes the defensive battle from the Vulcan. And it's that one and goes up, rattles around on that would give of the lead to Alderson-Broaddus again. And then here we see that one, and moments ago that gave the Vulcans the 11-9 lead.
Now we're going to return to the action here. The original signal was Battlers basketball, but it appears to be going back the other way on the Vulcan side. So Sierra Lloyd's going to take the inbounds here. You know, the Battlers are going to come out with that pressure, lob it off to Smith, who gives it back to Harris. Harris now blocked by the Battlers. Battlers now taking it back the other way. Trying to go into the paint there, kicks it out to the outside to Mitchell. Mitchell takes it in herself. Can she finish it off? She cannot. And it's going to be rebounded by the Vulcans.
A little bit of contact there, but that's the kind of style of play the Vulcans have been bringing in all season thus far.
Sarah Lloyd has it, kicks it out to Harrington right now on the top of the key. Up to the top, that's Harris to Fink right now, debating on her options. If she's going to take the shot, she decides to drive in and gets fouled on the way.
I think this one's going to go again. It's number 1, Amotley Mitchell. Oh, no, they're going to get it Williams on that one.
That's going to be Lloyd inbounding it to Harrington right now at the top of the key. That is Harris who gets that one to drop. Sorry, that's Jordan Smith who gets that one to drop. Now going back the other way are the Battlers. Battlers trying to come back here, playing that physicality, and that's going to draw a foul every time on the Vulcans.
I believe that one's going to be Smith once again getting called on that one. Excuse me, Harris on the foul.
Battlers are now going to inbound this one right in front of that Vulcan bench. Oh, and it gets tipped right off the inbounds. It's going back the other way. What a defensive play that was. You know that's what Coach Strom likes to see. And that mid-range jumper is going to be no good. Battlers are able to recover it and are going to take it back the other way. You know they're going to try and slow down this pace a little bit. Mitchell has it at the top of the key, weighing her options here. Fakes the move to the outside, goes inside now, driving into the paint. No foul called and no good shot there. Now Lloyd's going to come down with it and bring it back the other way for the Vulcans. Lloyd's going to try and take it in herself. Some fancy dribble moves, no good. The basket's good, waiting to make sure that we get. Basket was good.
No, they're going to say
there was going
a foul before the shot. So shots, it's going to be waved off.
Still Vulcans basketball here. Smith with that one from the Battlers. And then that one's going to be Raja Fink who gets that one to drop off that inbounds. Oh, and a poor pass effort from the Battlers, stolen away by Lloyd. Lloyd now has it, weighs her options, a crafty little pass there, another crafty little pass to get it to Harrington, who's wide open. Can't get that one dropped. Still rebounded by the Vulcans. Fink now has it in the paint. Fink puts it up and gets it good.
And you see what a Raja Fink was all PSAC last year.
And that's going to be Mitchell who has the ball right now. Bounce pass to Williams. Williams in the paint. Kicks it to the outside for the Battlers. Battlers now trying to battle into that paint. No good shot there. Rebounded by Harrington. And now strips it up to Sierra Lloyd, who's going to cross the logo here. Lloyd now has it. Fancy spin moves, debating her options. Goes from the charity stripe once again and gets that one to go.
Yeah. Well, once again, Sierra Lloyd ice in her veins, and I feel bad. Alderson-Broaddus might need a timeout here as the Vulcans are on a 10-2 run.
And Mitchell, too fancy for her own footwork, stolen away by Lloyd after that one. Lloyd, look at that, right through there. Can't get that one to drop is Smith. And that's going to go back the other way. We got a foul called, and it's going to be Battlers basketball.
Yeah, Jordan Smith, the transfer from Shepherd, heard already being a big factor in this game for sure.
Mitchell's going to take it across the key here, trying to get the double team coverage out of the Vulcans, trying to call it the jump ball call. And that's going to be, I believe, a jump ball call. Nope.
They're going to call travel.
So I got distracted. Somebody threw something in the stands, and my mind just went that way. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm just seeing things flying. I'm not going crazy. There's something flying around the stands. Anyway, we're going to get back to the action here. Sierra Lloyd coming in, 1:47 left in this one. That's Harrington who passed it back to Lloyd. She barely got control of that pass to begin with. Now in the paint is Smith. Can't get that one to go. Really never got the shot off in time. It's going to go back the other way following that out-of-bounds ball.
Yeah, it was going to be a Vulcan basketball all, but Raja Fink's foot just caught the side of the basketball.
Now Badlers are going to try and bleed some clock here, see what they can get off in time. That's Mitchell who has it in the corner. Bounce back to the paint. Double team coverage by the Vulcans. Now we got still a double team going into the paint. Are the Badlers here? They're going to get fouled on that other side.
Looks like this one's going to go against Jordan Smith now.
Mitchell with the inbounds here for the Badlers. Good pass there to make sure that one didn't get stolen away. And look at that, it got stolen away. Sierra Lloyd going back the other way. Sierra Lloyd, I'm surprised that wasn't a foul call. Gets hit from behind, drops it out. Sorry, that was Roger Fink with the inbounds who gets the steal and then passes it off to Lloyd who gets that shot off in time. Now we're going to get timeout called on the floor.
Well, we got a moment here. Here, let's take a look at a couple of the highlights. So going back here as we saw the Vulcans getting something going here, with the starting off with the block against and Smith, and shortly after that one, and here comes another bucket from the Vulcans. We see Smith driving the lane, and she puts that one up. And then off the inbound plays, we see Raja Fink takes the pass up in, count it. As we get back underway now.
1 minute and some change left in this opening quarter, and Mitchell is going to take that up. Passes her off to Williams. Williams has had a pretty good game so far here tonight. Surprised she doesn't take that one. Passes off to the outside. Double team coverage now. Doesn't get the shot off in time. Badlers back to Williams at the top of the key. They're going to try and reevaluate and run a different play here. Williams weighing her options. Drops it off to the outside once again, and now a travel called on the Badlers. Going to go back the other way.
And that's been and the Vulcans like to run on this zone defense, and it's 3-2 zone trap. We've seen it before, and how effective it can be. And the Vulcans are up by 12 right now. I'll get ready to be under 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Smith drips it off to Harrington now from the shot. Can't get that one. That was number 12, Gilliard, who attempted that shot for the Vulcans. Now Williams has it, able to recover that one for the Badlers. Long cross court. Able to save that one from soaring into the Vulcan bench. Badlers now on the offensive end. Can't get that shot to go, and that's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be out on the Vulcans as it hit Fink's foot before heading into that black stripe. Mitchell with the inbounds here. Bounce pass stolen away by the Vulcans. Vulcans now taking it up the court. Pounding down. Great little bounce back to Harrington. And she gets that one to drop in the final couple seconds of this opening quarter. Now Badlers have it right now. They need to get a shut off in a couple seconds. Can't get that one to drop. And we're going to go into a commercial break with the Vulcans leading 23-9. You're watching CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center, home of your California Vulcans. We're going into the second quarter, and the Vulcans are leading the Badlers by 23-9. Johnny, so far, you like what you're seeing?
Yeah, so far. So we're looking at the tail of the tape right now. We see these two scoring-wise pretty similar, points per game, and about 2 point different, and it's almost 3 points. And it's also the shooting percentage very close, 38.81 for the Vulcans. Alderson-Broaddus 38.3. However, the Vulcans differ here in the three-point land, along with the free throws and rebounding. So that's as we could see the Vulcans out rebounding the Battlers right now, and out shooting them from by a margin in thus far.
You know, the Battlers came out here strong with an opening couple of points, and they looked like they could definitely hang in with the Vulcans. Now, Vulcans try to get a shot off, can't get that one to go with Gilliard. Now, Battlers get that one. I'm so surprised when I looked up the scoreboard, it said 23-9. I felt like the Battlers had a lot more points than that going into this game. And now that one, no good shot by the Battlers, taken away from the Vulcans. Vulcans now have it. Sierra Lloyd at the top of the key. Sierra Lloyd, a little miscommunication on that pass. Miscommunication on that pass once again. It's going to go back the other way as that one's out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought that Gilliard was going to save that one, and it looked like she did for a brief second. But if she had managed to keep her foot in bounds, that would have been one heck of a play.
Mitchell now has it, kicks it off to the outside by the Vulcan bench. And Sierra Lloyd on the defensive end from the Vulcans now onto the other side. Trying not to go for that three as Vulcans are putting the heavy pressure in the backfield. Or the backcourt, I should say. Anyway, no good shot there by the Battlers, and a foul called.
I think this one's going to go against Smith.
It's actually going to be called against Raja Fink, and now that's going to send Anaya Williams to the line for 2 shots. Another chance that the Battlers can get to put some more points on the board and cut into that Vulcan lead. Williams with her first shot, no good as that one rims out. Williams her second and final shot here. And she can get that one to go. Sierra Lloyd now taking her time, knowing how to command the court with the Vulcan lead, 23-10 going into the second quarter. Sierra Lloyd tries to drive it in herself. Can she finish it off? And no good. And a foul called on the rebound by Smith. Going to go back the other way. Sorry, jump ball called. Nope, it was a foul. I doubted myself and then got it wrong.
That's going to be against Alicia Harris. He's going to go take a seat as Hallie Harrington's going to check back into the game for the Vulcans now.
Battlers now having to trying to take control of the situation and do what they can. Great spin move by the Battlers, and they finish that one off. That's Hannah Taylor with that crafty little play to add 2 more on the board. Harrington now have it on the outside. You know she's deadly from that three-point range. Takes it out to the outside. And a travel called on Smith, and that's going to send back the other way.
Taking a look here, stats so far for the game stat. That's Addie E. Right now, all the Battlers, only 33% and from around the field. Vulcans are around 42% shooting in the game.
And that one is no good by the Battlers, but they are able to get their own rebounds, which has been a crucial factor in this game. And a foul called following that rebound attempt. The foul is going to be called on Sierra Lloyd from the Vulcans, her first foul of tonight. And Alexis Moore is going to go to the line here for 2 shots. That one wasn't pretty, but it's in. Using the whole basket there. Moore with her second and final shot here. Every shot is crucial to cutting into this Vulcan lead. No good on that one. And it's going to be a battle for it underneath the net. And it somehow ends up in the hands of the Battlers. Talk about battling on that play right there. And it's going to go out on Williams. It's going to be Vulcan basketball.
Strange little development there for a few seconds. But either way, the Vulcans come out on top for that. Dodging a bullet there, giving a quick turnover points.
Gilliard now has it. Bounce pass to Fink at the top of the key. Fink trying to drive it in herself. Kicks it out to the outside to Harrington. You know she's deadly from that range. No good on that one. That's going to be a Battlers basketball. Now turning back the other way. Mitchell trying to take control of this court. Sorry, Williams trying to take control of this court. Kicks it out to the outside here. Decides not to opt for the 3. Driving into the paint. And Sierra Lloyd's going to cause a jump ball situation on that one. 23-13 right now. Vulcans have a pretty good lead. And that one right off the inbounds and in. Hannah Taylor once again from that one. Another crafty little play to put 2 more on the board.
6-0 run here for the Battlers to start the second quarter.
Vulcans now have it. Smith at the top of the key. Smith weighing her options. Driving into the paint. Gets blocked off that one And it will be a clean play, and it's going to go back the other way. Just waiting to make sure that they were calling out of bounds call and not a foul there, but it will be Battlers basketball now. You know, the Vulcans are going to bring in this pressure defense, get a hand on that one. Speaking of pressure defense on the court now, got to be a jump ball coming, and there it is.
Possession arrow favoring the Vulcans. A lot of jump balls so far. I almost thought we were going to have a travel call there, as I believe Alexis Moore or jumped on the ball, but slid across the floor, or there was no dribble. And I've seen that call all made before.
Vulcans now have it following that jump ball, and kind of a double team. I don't really know what to call that, to be honest. Little trap coverage, I'll say. And Sierra Lloyd now has it after that play to get out of it. Sierra Lloyd now getting double coverage into the paint. What a bounce pass that was to Harrington, wide open. You can't leave her open, and she lets that one go. And Harrington once again. And they're on that Battlers bench. They're looking for a foul call on that one, but Hallie Harrington's going to drive it home for two. Battlers now have it. They're going to take control here. Need to get something cooking. And Harrington gets a hand on that one. That's going to be ripped away by the Vulcans. Now sending it back the other way. Vulcans have it for two. Can they get it to drop? They can. Jordan Smith's going to get credit for two on that one. Vulcans now leading 27-15. Williams now has it. Drops it off to the corner here. Battlers need to get something cooking. And it gets stolen away once again by the Vulcans. That was Smith who gets the steal for that one. Fink has it now in the paint, trying to create some room, and she gets that one to drop. Moore now going to take it back the other way for the Battlers. Battlers, can they make it a triple at 3-0? And they can push steals. 3 consecutive plays that have ended in steals from the Vulcans. How about that? You know Coach Strom's going to love that, especially at, no good shot there by Gilliard. And it's going to go back the other way. But you know Coach Strom is known for her defensive effort on that one, so she's got to love 3 in a row steals there. Moore now has it wide open from 3. Can't get that one to drop, and that's going to be rebounded by the Vulcans. Now Fink has it driving through the paint. Is she going to take it herself? Debated, went for it, and got it.
Good play there by Raja Fink as he drives lane, gets the Euro step and the 2-point lanes, and she's already in double digits on the night.
We knew this was going to be a test for the Battlers. They hung in early, but now things are looking bleak as that one is a no-good shot, and it's going to be going back the other way with Lloyd on the inbounds there. And a bounce pass that kind of gets tripped up. It goes in the hands of Harrington after all that to Lloyd. Debates the shot, doesn't take it, and gets fouled on the way.
I was going to say, I think Alderson-Broaddus is going to need a break here to talk things over. And I believe we're going to have the media timeout.
That will be a foul on LaDeja Smith. Just came into the game. It will be a media timeout, as Johnny mentioned. Now we're going to look at some highlights from the game so far.
I talked about earlier with Sarah Lloyd icing her veins on the crossover play. They followed up with this next one. As we see Raja Fink taking it down the court, quick pass to Lloyd, up and off the glass, and some of the fast breaks we saw here, Hallie Harrington, and on the breakaway, gets that one to go. And then we talked about the steals, spin move basket that got Alderson-Broaddus a couple of points on that one, and then here's that inbound play we talked about earlier on the give and go, up and in. And then we have this one here, is Alderson-Broaddus has had some decent ones, as they had the block play there. And then getting this one going as Raja tips it to Harrington and got that one to go. And I see where you're talking about where the Battlers looking for the foul. And then the 3 on one play, up and in. And then here we just saw as Raja taking it herself once again, and Fink keeping it going here with the Euro step, that last bucket before the foul, putting the Vulcans up 31-15, and it's a 16-point lead, the largest lead of the evening for California.
Now we're going to get back into the action here following that timeout. And can we get an up and in? And we can. That will be a Vulcans 2-pointer off that one from the inbound. Now it's going to go back. That's going to go back the other way. Alicia Young is going to get credit for those 2 points. Now Badler's tried to kick it outside. Can't get that one to go short from the 3-point line. And it's not going to go back the other way as that one was rebounded by Fink. Lloyd has it at the top of the key now. Directing traffic a little bit. Going to try and slow down the pace of play here to Harrington. And that one threads the needle and goes in the hoop.
That's nobody covering Harrington and just cut right through the Battlers defense for an easy 2 points.
Now Battlers, you see the Vulcans trying to make it 4 steals in a couple minutes. And that's going to be a foul called. Waited on the official call here. Looks like it's going to send the Battlers to the line. And it will be a foul on Harrington. That's going to send number 24, Cassandra Smith, to the line for 2 shots. These foul shots are so crucial in these games, especially when they're down. They get that one to go and able to capitalize on at least one of these shots here. Smith with their second shot, 35-16, 3:52 left in the second before halftime. Gets that one to go. Now it's going to be Vulcan's ball off that one. You know, Sierra Lloyd's great in these situations at play calling and reading that defensive from the opposing team. Battlers now on that defensive end and tripped up. But Smith hands that one right over. And now they're trying to recover and put that pressure on early. And Williams is going to take it in herself. Can she finish it off? Can't get that one to go. Can they get the rebound now? And the answer is no to that one also. But they're playing double team coverage. And able, after all that carnage, the Vulcans survive with no lost points. Sarah Lloyd now going to try and slow it down after all that. Set in the screen is Fink. And Lloyd decides to try and go to the outside here, waving out her options. To Fink, goes up for the 3. Can't get that one to drop, and now it's going to be brought down by the Battlers. Battlers lose control over it, and it's going to go out of bounds before they get a hand on it again.
Yeah, so the Battlers, good defensive fight there. Are trying to slow the Vulcans down a little bit, but just getting a little too careless with the basketball. Just a one-track mind, I guess you could say, as they're coming up the court, or as they get the turnover.
That was not a great play as we get back into that. Lloyd's pass goes right into the hands of the Battlers. Mitchell has it, kicks it out to the outside to Williams. Williams tries to take it in herself. Can't get that one to go from the charity stripe area. Now it's back to Lloyd. Lloyd trying to look for some redemption in here, and how about that one? How about that pass? Can't get that one drop, but Fink's there to rebound it. Fink now, double team coverage, drops it out to the outside here for Smith. Smith now kicks it all the way out to Lloyd, and they're going to try and recover here. You got to be mindful of that shot clock. 10 seconds left on it. You can hear the bench trying to help him out. Harrington saves it, and it's back to Fink. Fink once again with their own rebound and gets that one to go with only 3 seconds left on that shot clock. Now it's going to go back the other way. It's going to be Battlers basketball here, 37-17. They really need to get something cooking here before going into the locker rooms. Can't get that one to go. Are the Battlers now going to be rebounded by the Vulcans here? Lloyd going to take it in herself and can't finish that one off. It's going to be rebounded by Williams. Williams now drops it off, and Harrington's the only one down court, and it will be a foul, charging foul called on the Battlers, and the Vulcan bench is alive after that call.
And that's the kind of foul. I think the Vulcans were looking for something, and I'm going to say the refs have been letting them play tonight.
It's definitely been
a couple close ones that we've seen called in the past, but tonight, the refs are just letting them play.
You got to respect that, especially when we're in the pre-conference stages of it all. These teams, not to say that every game matters, but obviously these are kind of the feel-out games. We're going to try and feel out some situations, especially now we have a little bit of a modified lineup. So it's great to see that coming in early here. And trying to finish that one off is Jordan Smith. And it's Jordan Smith with a crafty effort in the paint to get that one to drop. 39-17, 1 minute and some change left here. Moore has it on the Battler side. She kicks it out to Williams. Williams now weighing her options here and going to go over the head of Fink. Back to Williams now of the Battlers. Setting the screen there. Kicks it out to the outside for 3. Can't get that to drop. Haven't been great from the 3-point line are the Battlers. Rebounded by Harrington. 1 minute in the half here as Harrington is directing traffic. You know she's good in these pressure situations. Played point guard before Sarah Lloyd transferred to California back in her freshman and sophomore year. And now Lawrence has it now. Just came into the game for the Vulcans. She's been kind of a six-man opportunity for them, and a foul called on that one as Lawrence couldn't get a shot off. It will be a foul on number 35, Alexis Moore from the Battlers, and it's going to send Lawrence to the line for 2 shots. 39-17, 41.1 left on this clock. Lawrence with her first shot, and she can't get that one to drop.
That's going to drop Lawrence down to 50% on the season now.
Lawrence with her second and final shot. Can she get her opening points for tonight? And she can. Battlers now have it. 38 seconds. Williams has it now. Crafty move. Can she get this off? Fink playing that pressure defense. It's going to be stolen away from the Vulcans. Now Smith has it. Trying to create some space here. Gets tripped up. Give it to the Lawrence. And Lawrence can get that one to go.
Lawrence with the hot hand now.
I don't think she liked what you said about her shooting percentage. She said, I'm going to raise it. Anyway, Battlers have it on their side now. Have 12 seconds left. Can't get that one to go. It's going to go into the hands of the Vulcans. Vulcans now have some time on the clock to run a play if they would like. Lloyd has it. Pulls up for 3. Can't get that one to drop, and that's going to be the last. And Smith now takes the last shot. Can't get that one to go. So we're going to go into halftime at 42-17. Stay tuned for the second half. You're watching CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You can say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You can chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. Tonight, we got a game for you. The Vulcans women's basketball team is squaring up against the Alderson-Broaddus Battlers, and it is a doozy, 42-17 in favor of the Vulcans. Johnny, we got some halftime stats to throw at the audience, right?
Yep, let's take a look here. As right now, we'll start with the visitor shooting percentage. Is right now Alderson-Broaddus is 24% right now from the field, 25%, and from beyond the arc, and shooting 66%, and from the charity stripe. However, on the opposite side of things, the Vulcans right now 45% from the free throw line, and however 1 of 9 from the three-point line, with a 3 for 4 or free throw percentage at 75%. The Vulcans also out rebounding the visitors right now, 23-19. The Vulcans have also gotten 19 turnovers from the Battlers as well, versus the 9 that the Vulcans have given up. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go, and go figure. Sierra Lloyd and Raja Fink leading the way for the Vulcans, along with Hallie Harrington, and also on the score sheet up there for the Vulcans.
It is a real in-depth roster. I think we're going to start to see some names that we don't usually see also. So it's going to be really nice to see how Coach Strom's going to approach the second half with a healthy lead over the Battlers. The Battlers came out hot. They took that early lead, and we thought we were going to have a really tight-knit battle, shot for shot, and then the Vulcans have since then run away with it, leading 42-17 going into the half. It looks like the usual starters are going to take the floor here in this third quarter here. And this is going to be the last game that either one of these teams is going to see in a little bit, with finals week next week, and then eventually, I don't want to say winter break because I know basketball season doesn't really stop, but we will have some period of time where some of the winter festivities will take place, and that's going to be underway here in this third quarter. And Battlers are coming in hot with that field goal, and 3 points to put onto their total, now trimming into that Cal U lead.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see a three-pointer right off the bat there, not even 20 seconds into the game.
Wasn't too many attempted in that opening half, and the Vulcans respond. It's going to be Harris with that one from the assist off Lloyd, and now Battlers have it back on their end. That's Williams who's taking it up right now, trying to slow it down a little bit, 44-20 in the third. Moore has it, pulls up for 2, can't get that one to drop. It's going to be rebounded by Smith. Sarah Lloyd now has it here. Play calling to Smith in the paint, and that's a poor pass there right into the oncoming traffic, and Battlers are going to come down with that one. Battlers now taking their time, trying to take control of this situation. You know Coach Strom's defense is going to be putting in the work, and they're able to get that one to drop. Hannah Taylor with 2 points more for the Battlers. They're coming out hot in this third quarter, trying to do anything they can to trim into that Vulcan lead, now cutting it in half. Smith has it at the top of the key, waiting her option, drops it off to the top to Harrington now in the corner. Harrington, you know she's lights out from this range. Moore putting that pressure defense now from the Battlers side. Lloyd has it, trying to drive it in herself, steps back, pulls up, and that rims out, but it's going to be recovered by Raja Fink. Raja Fink, bounce pass back to Fink now. Fink taking it into the paint. Can she finish it off? Yes, she can.
A little bit of love from the iron there to get that basket.
46-22, 8 minutes and some change left here. Moore has it at the top of the key for the Battlers. Moore spin move into the paint. You know she's been known for those crafty little plays. Can't get that one to drop. Now it's going to go back in Vulcan hands. Sarah Lloyd has it at the top of the key. Sarah Lloyd, screen effort by Moore, and it's going to be a foul called prior to that shot.
And that's been the thing for the Battlers, is trying to find an answer for Lloyd and Fink, as those two have been dominating the court today. And the other thing on the opposite end, and is Alderson-Broaddus has been needing to take a step back here and just take their time with the shot. As Lloyd makes that one, and as all their shots other than that three-pointer have been rushed.
you definitely see a different kind of team coming out into this locker room, like kind of the team we saw coming out into the opening locker room. They're kind of making Vulcans play Battlers basketball a little bit instead of playing Vulcans basketball. As Johnny said, pace of play is huge in these situations. Moore now has it, getting double team covered by the Vulcans. Williams wide open. Can't get that one to go. Rims out. It's going to be recovered by the Vulcans. Now going back the other way. It's Harris now who has it, drives it into the paint. I believe that's Smith who gets that one off. Smith's going to get credit with that one, 50-22, 7.5 minutes left. Now Mitchell is trying to take control of the situation, slow down that offense a little bit, wait for it to develop. Kicks it out to the outside now. Sierra Lloyd on that defensive end for the Vulcans. Cross-court pass there. Can't get that one to go. Missed time underneath the basket. Now Sierra Lloyd's going to take it back the other way. Williams on that defensive end for the Battlers. Lloyd takes her time. A little step-back effort. Finds a wide open Raja Fink in the paint. Raja gets her own rebound and gets that one to go.
That's going to put 2 Vulcans in the... Or excuse me, that's going to get Raja almost 20 points on the day.
Now for a 3 attempt for the Battlers. Can't get that one to go. Williams there to recover. To Moore in the paint. Moore gets that off, but a foul is called.
That one's going to go against Harris, I believe.
Going to be called against Jordan Smith from the Vulcans. Will send Alexis Moore to the line for 2 shots here. 52-22. These foul shots are really important for cutting into the Vulcan lead. Can get that one to go and able to capitalize on the opportunity a little bit. Moore with her second and final shot here. And she gets that one to go. Harrington now going to take it across court here. Probably going to pass it back to Lloyd if I had to gamble. And no, and drops it off to Smith at the top here. That one goes on the inside now, trying to drive into the paint. Gets fouled out. Waiting for the official foul call so I can tell where this ball is ending up.
That ball ended up down on the runway is where it went.
And it will be a foul on Emil Mitchell from the Battles, and that will send Harris to the line for 2 shots here. Harris with her first shot. That one's going to be short.
You got to make the free ones, and I guarantee you Coach Strom will be stressing about that.
And you can see both teams putting players back in that backcourt as Harris gets that one to go. Williams going to take it cross court here. One of their stars on that Battler side. Williams now has it. Cross-court effort. Decides not to go into the 3 and drives into the paint. Can't finish that one off. It's going to be rebounded by the Vulcans. Fink now has it and is going to drive it up the court here. Fink maybe do it all of herself. She had some room for the pull-up shot. Doesn't go for it. Double team coverage now in the paint. Now she tries to go hook shot over the heads. No good there. Hands it to Moore. Moore going to take it up now to the Battler side. Finds Mitchell in the paint. Can't get that one to drop. Is Mitchell. Now that's going to be recovered by the Vulcans. Sierra Lloyd with some crafty effort of her own to just slow it down a little bit. Drops it out to Harrington. Decides not to take the shot here. Lloyd now has it. Weighing her options here. 18 seconds on that shot clock. Drops it out to the outside is Smith right now who has it. Drops it to Fink. Fink going to try and do it. Wide open lane and get fouled on that one as that was their only opportunity to stop that shot.
And that's been in the play that Raja Fink, along with Hallie Harrington, has been in scoring on all day. Hey, getting that free lane and just putting up the easy layup up, but right there, or preventing the easy bucket.
Fink's first shot is up and good. And that foul will be called on Williams from that Battle side. That's sending Fink to the line right here. Can she make it 2 for 2? And the answer is yes, she can. 55-24, 5:33 on that clock. Moore's taking it up for the Battlers. Drops it out to Mitchell. Mitchell now still has it. Harrington on that defensive end. Bounce pass to the inside paint near. Trying to pull up for 2. Can get that one to drop for Cassandra Smith. Now adds 2 more to that point total. Harrington now has it on the other side. Sierra Lloyd decides not to go for the 3. Pulls up mid-jumper and gets that one to drop. Mitchell now has it, bounding back the other way. Going to try and do it herself. Dumps it out to the outside. Wide open. Can't get that one to drop. Is Smith. And now Lloyd will recover after Smith's missed shot to Harrington. Harrington now driving and binding effort and going to get fouled before getting that pass off.
That was that one. And we see E. That's going to go against. That's Hannah Taylor of the Battlers on that one.
And a immediate timeout's going to be called following that foul. We're going to do some some replay coverage here.
Yeah, starting off with that three-pointer to start the half for AB. And then the Vulcans answering right back as we see the give and go down low. Oh, for that one. And then here we go again. And as Alderson-Broaddus gets the spin move. And here comes Raja Fink as she drives the lane and gets that one up. A little bit of love from the iron and gets it to go. And she gets her own rebound on the breakaway shot and puts it up and in. While we got a second here, let's take a look at the preseason polls. The Vulcans projected to finish first here in the PSAC West, followed by Gannon, Edinburgh, IUP, Seton Hill, UPJ, Mercyhurst, Slippery Rock, and Clarion to round out the PSAC West.
Now we're going to get back to the action here following the foul from Hannah Taylor from that Battler side. Sarah Lloyd's going to take the inbounds here for the Vulcans, leading 57-26. 4:50 left on that clock of the third. Now we're back to the action. Lloyd drops it out to Harrington, to Smith at the top of the key. Weighing her options, trying to drive into the paint there. Can she go for it? Doesn't go for it. Goes to Fink instead. Fink can't get that one off in time. Credit to defensive end from the Battlers now. We're going to take it back the other way. That's Mitchell who has it. Drops it outside. Poor pass effort as that's stolen away by the Vulcans. And Jordan Smith can finish that one off.
She almost stole away the inbound pass there, too. Who would have been a little sound of madness is coming from the bench then.
Oh, I got to love that reference. As Mitchell takes this one up. And can't get that one to go in a little up and in effort as that one does a full 360 and doesn't go.
Our cameraman Nate almost getting run over down there. On that one.
That's great. I went down there during a men's game. First shot, ball to the face.
Oh.
But the best part, I got the shot and caught the ball.
There you go.
Mitchell with that one can get that one to capitalize on the opportunity. Glad to say our cameraman is still up and good. I gotta look at this replay. Mitchell can make it 2 for 2 on that one. Maybe Nate's a good luck charm. We don't know. Lloyd's now going to take it across the logo here. 59-28. Still a healthy margin for the Vulcans. Smith has it at top, drops off to the outside now. Sorry, that was Harris who drops it off to Smith. Smith has it tripped up of their own feet. Battlers a little too quick for their own good. Mitchell now has it from recovered in that one. Can't get that one to drop. Harrington gets the rebound here. Harrington just chucks it like there's no tomorrow and throws it to Lloyd. And she's given the kick is good signal down there herself.
Hey, looking. Something we don't see, a long lead pass for or the score, or it looks like Noah Mitchell throwing back there.
Oh yeah, we're watching football or basketball down here. Who the heck knows? And this one, maybe a rip ball, jump ball situation on that one, as Smith got a hand in it. And it'll be a foul called actually before the jump ball. So it'll be Alicia Harris with that foul call and some substitutions coming in on that Vulcan side. Yeah. Mitchell's going to take the inbounds here. Battlers now trying to battle into the paint. Can't get that one. Gets the rebound, though. Can't get that one on their second attempt. Still gets that one on their third and final attempt. They're going to call it out of bounds on that one. That was Taylor who just stepped right out of bounds there, and it's going to be Vulcan's basketball.
And the sub for the Vulcans was Gilliard coming into the game and for a little bit of action and off the bench.
Vulcans now have it right into the paint, trying to go fast play on that one. Can't get that one to drop. And it's going to be, I believe, out on Williams. It should be Vulcan basketball. Waiting for the official call here to make sure that it is. It looks like Harrington's going to go back to the inbound, so Williams got a hand on that before going out of bounds, and Harrington's going to take the inbounds here to Smith. Drops it off to the outside now. Pulls up from the long range. That's Shagag, who also subbed into this game. Gets the rebound. Is Harris, who gets that one to drop. Now Mitchell now has it for the Battles. Drops it out to Smith. Smith trying to do it herself. Can't get that one to go. That's going to be rebounded by the Vulcans. Vulcans now bounding back the other way. And that's stolen immediately by Smith in the battle. Sorry, by Mitchell in the battle. It's dropped to Williams. Williams now to Smith. Puts it up. Can't get that one to go, but that'll be a definite foul call here.
As you see, the first-year coach for the Battle. There's Terrell Franklin and being very animated about that call.
That's going to be a foul called on Alicia Harris from the Vulcans. Setting the Battlers to the line here. First shot is up. No good on that one. 63-28, 2:20 left in the third here. Second shot for the Battlers and gets that one to go. Able to get some points on that foul. Some more subs coming in. Now on the Battler side, looks like Alexis Moore is going to come back into the game. Shagad takes the inbounds to Harrington. Harrington doing some play calling down there. Directed traffic a little bit. Harrington to the outside now. Trying to weigh their options. Shagag at the top of the key. Debating on her choices. Now finds a lane and takes it. Can't get that one to go and gets fouled by Williams on that shot attempt. That's going to send Dynasty Shiga to line for 2 shots following that foul from Williams. First shot is up and good. That's kind of where we've seen those differentials, not only on that rebound, as Johnny was talking about earlier, on who can get that offensive and both really more defensive rebound, but just capitalizing on those foul opportunities. The second shot from Shiga is no good and is able to be rebounded by the Battlers. Now Moore has it, trying to take control of the situation. Drops it out to Williams. Williams now dangerous from the paint. Can't get a hold of that one. And a foul called, and you see that Vulcan bench just hyped after that one. It'll be another foul on Ayana Williams. You got to be watching the clock here for fouls, as she just makes her 4th foul in a couple minutes.
I was going to say, hey, they're going to have to do something, and one of your star players is going to foul out before the 4th quarter.
Especially when there's not as much depth on that line, on that roster for the Battlers. And that was a no good shot there by Gilliard, and it's going to go back the other way. Is Mitchell. Mitchell can't drop that one, but could she get a little help from her friends? Believe it's going to be a good basket. And it's going to send them in the line for an and one. Alicia Young is going to be credited with that foul for the Vulcans. And the bucket will be good. And it'll be an and one situation for the Battlers. And gets that one to go, able to capitalize on that one. 64-32, 124 left here. Harrington going to take it across the logo. Harrington drops it off. Back to Harrington now. Weighing her options. She knows she's deadly from that range if she decides to take the shot. Pressure defense. Shagag sending her a screen. Back to Shagag. Hit by the Battlers. Able to get control of that situation on that one.
Gotta hurry.
6 seconds left on that shot clock. Get the shot off, but a foul called. And that was Smith who gets that shot off. But it will send her to the line. Mitchell is going to be credited with that foul for the Battlers. Her 2nd foul of tonight's game. Smith with her first of 2 shots here. No good on that one. 64-32, 101 left on that clock. It's been all Vulcans this entire game. Smith with her 2nd shot. Rims out on her 2nd one also, but Shagad's there to rebound and put it up. Can't get that one to drop. A missed opportunity for the Vulcans. Now Moore has it. Going to try and slow things down a little bit. Mora maybe taking it herself, directing traffic a little bit to the inside. Wide open play. Great play call there. And a charge, I believe.
It's going to go against Harrington on that one. And so it's going to be 2 free ones for the Battlers.
It will be a defensive foul on Harrington there. We'll send the Battlers to the line for 2 shots here. Anything they can to trim into that Vulcan lead. And the first one is up in good. 64-33 now, just shy of a minute. And the second one, no good. Rims too short there, and it's going to be Vulcan basketball. You see Coach Franklin on that other Battler side passionately getting into the mix there. And that will be out of bounds on the Vulcans, and it will be Battlers basketball. Moore going to be set to inbounds this one. 42 seconds left in the third. And that's going to be stolen away by the Vulcans. Vulcans trying to finish off that steal and can get that one to go. And that's going to be Gilliard with a crafty play of her own.
That'll be her first bucket of the game.
And what a bucket that was. Shegog now on the defensive end, playing that pressure defense of Mitchell. Mitchell now drops it off to the outside. No good from that mid-range jumper, and get that one to go instead. And that's going to be Cassandra Smith now with 2 points after her second go around there. And now Harrington is going to take it across. 12 seconds left. She can take her time as much as she wants on this one. You know Coach Drum's going to set something up. 2 screen on the top of the key. Harrington tries to take it herself and gets potentially fouled, waiting on the official call. Looks like she got fouled there.
And they're going to call a technical on the court, too. Oh, I just saw the ref tee somebody up.
You got to wonder if that's Williams. She could have fouled out on that one.
And it's going against the Vulcans.
No, it's...
I know. I think you might be right.
It's so on her number 13, Hannah Taylor from the Battler side, sending Harrington for the line now. And
that's going to be 2 fouls. So now you have 2 of the Battlers in foul trouble here.
And again, their lineup, if they get in foul trouble, they might be in a really sticky situation. It is still got 1 quarter, so it's late in the game, but it's not a situation where you want to be in. As Harrington get that one to drop as well, 68-35. Harrington now gets another one because of the technical foul called on the court. She can get that one to go also. Oh, I apologize. I thought that was her third shot.
This is her 4th one. And
Harrington now just show it off.
4 for 4 on that one. When was the last time you saw that?
I will say a couple weeks ago we played, she's on my golf team, we played basketball, and I was very, very thankful that we were on the same team. Because she was just pulling up threes, and we were missing everything left and right. Harrington now just making another one. Can't get that one to go.
If she had made that one, I'd have probably left the broadcast.
It is 70-35 now in favor of your California Vulcans. We're going to cut to commercial. You're watching CUTV, Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. So if you want to talk to your kids, you have to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. We're in the 4th and final quarter here, and it's been Vulcans basketball at its finest, 70-35 in favor of your California Vulcans. You know they're going to come out swinging and come out firing in this this 4th quarter.
Yeah, taking a look here now. After this one, we talked about it. The Vulcans are going to be off here for a little bit, but next weekend they go on the road. Starting conference play in the crossover matchups with Shippensburg and Lock Haven before another non-conference matchup. Their last one, as they'll go to Fairmont State and get back into the PSAC West play afterward.
Now we're going to get back into the action here. Lawrence has it at the top of the key. You're going to see a slightly different Vulcans lineup now as we're going into the fourth. Lawrence has it, weighing her options. Crafty little spin move by Lawrence. Can't get that one dropped, but it's going to be rebounded by the Vulcans. Now Sarah Lloyd drops it off to the outside for two. Can't get that one to go. You're just seeing the fancy footwork at its finest here. And that's going to be a jump ball following that rebound.
Possession arrow is going to favor the Battlers on that one, and we're going to get a sub here for or AB.
It looks like Williams is going to come back into the game for the Battlers. You know, she's got a little foul trouble. Has 4 fouls currently, so you got to keep an eye on that with putting her back in this game.
So you have 2 of them. You got to watch her, and you're going to have to watch Hannah Taylor.
Now Vulcans have it. Smith on the outside drops it into the corner here. Now Battlers trying to make a spin move on that one, and that will be Cassandra Smith who gets that one to go for 2.
Seeing a couple new faces out there on the court for California.
Vulcans now have at the top here, trying to add to their healthy margin lead, 70-37. Sierra Lloyd in the corner here. One of the couple remaining starters left on the I almost said golf course, good God. And that's going to be rebounded by Fink. And back to Lloyd. Lawrence wide open. Can she drain it? Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by the Vulcans. And can't get that one to go off either.
That's going to be 2 free throws for the Vulcans.
Looks like Piper Terry's going to go to the line here for 2 shots. Terry with her first shot. Can't get that one to drop. Terry with her second and final shot here. You can see Vulcans prepared for that one to chop and get that one good. Morgan.
Now every Vulcan that's been in on the court today has gotten a point.
Moore now has it, drops it off to the outside for the Battlers. Battlers to Williams now at the top of the key. One of their star players on that Battlers side drops it to the outside, going into the paint, potentially pulling up, doesn't get that one. And now it's passed to the outside for the 2-point, can't get that one to drop. Gonna be rebounded by Fink and the Vulcans. Fink now gonna take it up cross court here to Lloyd. Lloyd just says, what the heck, why not go for 3 and put it in? Gotta love to see that one.
Lloyd, I've said it before, ice in her veins. Haynes will shoot it from anywhere on the court.
Now Moore has it on that Battler side. Double team coverage in the paint. Moore puts it back and can't get that one to go. But Williams then drops it off to the open man and gets that one off the bank.
I think that one might have caught Fink's hand on that one. And so give the assist there in case it did.
And that'll be Cassandra Smith now with 2 points there. And that's Lloyd who drops it off to Lawrence, to Terry now. Terry, debating the options, almost went for the 3, decides not to go for it, and gives it back to Lloyd. You got to watch that shot clock. We're getting into that 10-second mark. You can hear the bench kind of help them along a little bit. 5 seconds left, and Lloyd bounce passes it into the paint. Can't get that one to go with the Vulcans, and a foul called on that.
I think Piper Terry's going to be the one that got her hand caught in the cookie jar or on that one. Too many cooks going after the ball there.
Oh, that's just a CUTV legend at this point. Moore going to take it across court here for the Battlers. 74-39. Cross court to the corner for Moore. Battlers now. Cassandra Smith has it, trying to drive into the paint as herself. Can't get that one to go as that's too strong off the boards. Lloyd now has it, taking her time. Fink sets a screen for her, and now that's going to get a hand on it. Is Moore going to cause a jump ball, I believe, or a foul? It will be a foul on Moore from the Battler side, and it'll send Sarah Lloyd to inbounds this one. Lloyd just such a staple on this Vulcan side. Bounce back to Lawrence, and Lawrence just can't get a hold of that one. It will remain Vulcans basketball as that one touched the Battlers before shooting out of bounds. Trying to weigh their options here to the outside. That's Smith now back to Lawrence. Lawrence now trying to use some space that she created. Fink with the rebound, wide open, and can't get that one to fall.
And I think the Vulcans are going to shoot too.
Looks like there's going to be a foul called. Waiting on the official number. It will send Fink to the line. It will be Smith who puts her in kind of foul trouble with her 4th foul of the night. And Fink is now going to be sent to the line for 2 shots here, 74-39.
Yeah, second chance for Fink at the line again.
Fink with her first shot and can't get that one to go. Second shot here for Fink. And she can get that one to drop there. Now put in a 75 mark on there. Smith gonna inbounds it for the Battlers. 2 more. Moore gonna take it up. A lot of foul trouble on that Battler side, so that might be something to watch out. Couple minutes left, but it still can make a difference. Williams now in the paint. Spin move back to Moore, who's wide open for the mid-range. Can't get that one to go. And it's going to be rebounded by the Vulcans. Now Lawrence has it, going to take it up and direct traffic a bit. Vulcans with the commanding 75-39 lead. Lawrence double screen at the top of the key. Waiter options, drops it off to Smith. Bounding in, tries to pull that one up, can't get that to go. It's going to be rebounded by Williams. Williams now taking the cross court to the Battlers side. Drops it off top. That's Smith. Sorry, that's dropped off to the outside for 3. Can't get that one. Oh, it's still bouncing. And that one doesn't fall.
I was going to say, this defense has been dysfunctional, you know?
Oh, I got to love this commentary. You just got to cut the cord and let it go. Anyway, it's on that Vulcan side, driving into the paint. And how about that one? That's going to be Young with 2 more points for the Vulcans.
And the Vulcans just bully their way through that one.
Now Moore has it, trying to show who the real enemies are, and it's onto that Battler's side. Battler's trying to make something happen here. Moore has at the top of the key once again to Smith now at the top. Piper Terry on the defensive end for the Vulcans. Smith gets that one off, and it can't go in. Lawrence now going to take it cross court here for the Vulcans. Vulcans with a commanding 77-39 lead. You know that's the state of their heads at this point. And now Shegog tries to get that one up and gets fouled on that. That's going to send Shegog to the line once again here tonight for 2 shots. And that will be foul trouble for Smith as she reaches her fifth foul of tonight. Dynasty, she got the line for 2 shots here. Can't get the first one to go. Shega with her second one and can get that one to drop on the second chance there. Mitchell going to take it up for the Battlers. 5 minutes, even flat now with this. Mitchell still has it on the top. Bounce pass, almost stolen away from Terry to the Vulcans. Now that's to the outside, driving into the paint are the Battlers. They get that one to go.
Had to let that one fly from the inside for sure.
Lawrence now going to take it across court here, 78-41. Lawrence taking some time here, just waiting out that clock to Terry. Terry loses control of it, still able to keep it. Lawrence now still bleeding that clock as much as she can. Lawrence trying to drive it and do it all herself. Now kind of in a pickle situation, but look at that. She gets out of it and lets it fly.
Just making some enemies out there with AB.
Williams has it, drops it off to Smith, and that's going to go out of bounds on Terry. And it will be a media timeout following that one.
Well, we got a second here. We'll take a look at some of we'll talk about the social media here. Remember to stay up to date with everything in Cal Vulcans. Make sure you follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Cal Vulcans, and make sure you follow us here at CUTV on Twitter at CUTV_PA and on Instagram CUTV EAPA, also on CUTV Sports 1. As we look at that one, the 3-pointer there from Azada, that one goes for 3, and then that little give and go play here for AB as they got that one followed by Lloyd's bank shot from 3 as we just watched her take the put back and letting that one go for 3. And then this one, the little old underhand pass is off the contact and in. And as we look at this one from Young as she drives the lane hard, puts it up and in. And then we see here for ABU as they drive the lane with the Euro step off the underhand shot up and in. As we get back underway here.
We've just seen a lot of new players come in for California over this second quarter. You can just see the unity on the team here as it's all just adding up. Especially we got another game going on in the PSAC division. Pitt Johnstown is versing West Virginia State at West Virginia. So we're keeping a close eye on that game as we get inbounds on this one. And Vulcans are going to take that opening steal, trying to drive right into it. They can't get that one to drop. Rebounded by the Vulcans. Terry now has at the bottom there. And no good travel called on Terry.
Yeah, I thought they were calling a foul on that one because Terry grabbed the rebound on ducked the defense and then went back for the putback. But they're going to call say she took too many steps on that one. That one I questioned a little bit. But yeah, only one other game for women's basketball here in the PSAC as that one got airmailed out of bounds. UPJ leads WV State right now 56-52 in the third quarter.
Lauren's going to take this cross court here for the Vulcans, 80-41 here to Terry now in the corner. Terry going to try and maybe do it all herself, passes it back to the outside for 3 is Young. Can't get that one to drop, and that's going to be stolen away by Shegog and the Vulcans. Shegog now going to try and take control of the situation, slow down that pace of play, and too fancy for her own footwork, drops it off to Lawrence on the recovery there. And 9 seconds left on that shot clock. Can she make it another one? And yes, she can. Diamond eyes for Lawrence.
And the Vulcans bench is just going insane over there. There's sounds of madness coming from them.
And that's going to be a block foul on Terry. And the Vulcans fans don't like that one.
As the Boo Birds are out.
They're just saying, how do you love at this point?
For my sake, can we stop with these jokes?
If anyone knows what we're talking about, just let us know, because that's great. We've been doing it for a while. Anyway, we're going to get back into the action. And it's back to the Battlers ball. Mitchell now has at the top of the key, drops it out to the outside for 3 points to put more, and they can get that one to go. I dare you to top that one right here as Vulcans get this going on the other side. Lauren's going to take a cross court on this one. And that's stolen away, potentially. Smith got a hand on it, and that one sent out of bounds. Pass was intended for Piper Terry. We're just seeing some special basketball here, and they just got to get up and keep moving. And that's going to be a 3-pointer. No good as that one way too long. Lawrence maybe saves it right into the hands of Williams. Williams now, you know she could do it all herself if she wanted to. And that's going to be a lucky break from Mitchell to keep this in Badler's hands. Now more at the paint. Tries to get that one to go, and no good there. And a foul called. It will be a foul on number 10 Azada Lawrence, and it will send Moore to the line for 2 shots. Sorry, that will be Gill at the line for 2 shots here for the Battlers. And she can get that one to drop for 1. Gill with her second shot here. And she's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Lauren's going to take it up now for the Vulcans.
Moore's been in probably the deadliest shooter for the Battlers from that free throw line.
Vulcans now have it, driving into the paint, can't get around the defender, and they can't make that one, but a foul is called. And it will be a foul on Megan Gill, whose first foul for tonight, and it will send the Vulcans to the line for 2. It'll be Young for 2 shots. Make this a cool 84-46 if she can get both these to go.
And, of course, our friend Nate having a little bit of fun with camera 3 down there. There as we just getting us up here at the press box.
We're just enjoying life now, you know. Yep. We got winter break coming up, some finals. Got to blow off some steam.
Well, you get to. I'll be here doing basketball with Safe, Abe, Braxton, Gary, and a couple other members.
I will be in the great state of New Jersey. Anyway, we'll get back to the action here. Battlers now have it. Smith in the paint trying to drive into it, and a foul called. Oh, it's going to be a foul called on the Battlers going back the other way. And Smith is going to get charged with a charging foul on that one. It's going to go back the other way now. No good basket there. And Lawrence is going to have it, take control of the situation. 1 minute and some change left in the fourth and final here. Double screen top at the top of the key. Lawrence now, you know she's been kind of deadly from that long range. If she wanted to take it, drops it off to Young. Young pulls up, can't make it go though. And it's going to be rebounded by the Battlers now. Battlers going to take it back the other way. That's Williams now from the corner. She had the shot if she wanted to take it. Williams now, once again, and Lawrence is on that defensive end, trying to go a little pressure defense. Gill now has it back to Williams. Williams trying to take control of this, slow it down. Double team now on the top of the court from the Vulcans. Jump pass, double team once again, leaving them wide open from the corner. For three are the Battlers, and he had that one to go.
And the Battlers got some daylight on that play.
This is so bad. Lawrence now, final minute in regulation here. It's going to be all Vulcan. She has some time to kill on this clock, 83-49. Lawrence taking her sweet old time by the top of the logo. Williams on that defensive end for the Battlers. And now back to Lawrence, to Shegog in the paint. Shegog can't put it up, and it's going to be tipped out by the Battlers.
Vulcans are going to have to do something here quick with 3 seconds on the shot clock.
I think things are burning bright for them, so they're going to get this cooking as Lawrence is set to inbound with 3 seconds left. They go up for the shot, and they get it good. How about that one? That's going to be Gilliard with another to put on the board. 25 seconds left here. Mitchell has it on the top of the key. Piper Terry on that defensive end drops it off to Smith. Smith now trying to take control of the situation. They're going to try and just get something off here to Gill in the paint. Gill puts it up and can't get it to go, but a foul is called. Gilliard will be credited with that foul, sending Gill to the line.
Taking a look here at the other game going on. West Virginia State reclaiming the lead now, all 63-56 in the third.
Gill, first shot is good, and her second shot is up. Rims out there and rebounded by Lawrence from the Vulcans. 11 seconds left. It's been all Vulcans. 85-50. Atlas is starting to fall here late in this combo, and it's going to be looking like a Vulcans victory, 85-50. How about that one going into finals week? What a game this has been. All Vulcans making a statement early in this season.
Yeah, definitely been a good one in here. Good win for the Vulcans. A little bit of a shaky start, but at the end of the day, the Vulcans come out with a victory. Going to go into break and get ready to start our conference play here this weekend, and with a win.
Oh yeah, just join us December 18th versus Bloomsburg. That is the remaining home schedule I'm looking at. So that's the next home game. You're watching CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.